Welcome everybody once again. So in the previous classes we saw about wear and notches, and we saw what is the effect of discharge when there is an error in pressure head. We saw rectangular notches and wears, triangular notches, stepped notches, as well as trapezoidal notches and wears. So today let us see the next concept called velocity of approach. So what is velocity of approach? We all know velocity. What is velocity? It is the differentiation of distance with respect to time. How much it is traveling with respect to time. The water flows with respect to time. That is velocity. So velocity of approach means we know this is a notch, and when the water is reaching this notch, when the liquid is reaching the notch at the portion when it reaches the notch, there will be a velocity. There will be an additional velocity head. There will be an increase in velocity, and due to the increase in velocity, there will be an additional velocity head. So that is included in velocity of approach. So let us see what is velocity of approach. So velocity is represented by V. A means approach. So velocity of approach is symbolized as VA. Now, so velocity of approach is defined as the velocity with which the water approaches or reaches the weir or notch before it flows over it. So before the water is flowing over it, with what velocity it is reaching the tip of the notch or weir. That is called velocity of approach. So thus, if velocity of approach is represented by VA, then the additional head HA will be equal to VA square by 2G due to the velocity of approach and is acting on the water flowing over the notch. Now the initial height of water over the notch will be H plus HA. So the total head over the notch. So the total head over the notch will be equal to H plus HA. So initial head of water over the notch is H plus HA, and final height of water over the notch will be HA. And velocity of approach VA will be equal to Q by area of the channel. Q is discharge. Discharge by area of the channel is the velocity of approach VA. Now, we will see a few problems. So we know the velocity head HA is equal to VA square by 2G. We will see some three problems using this velocity of approach. So the first problem is water is flowing in a rectangular channel of 1 meter wide and 0.75 meter deep. So that means the area of the channel A is equal to 1 meter wide, right? So breadth is 1 meter and the depth is 0.75 meter, from which we get area of the rectangular channel is equal to 1 into 0.75 is equal to 0.75 meter square. Find the discharge over a rectangular weir of, so we need to find what is the discharge over a rectangular weir of crest length 60 centimeter. So length of the crest is 60 centimeter, that is equal to 0.6 meter. If the head of water over the crest of the weir is 20 centimeter and water from channel flows over the weir. So the head of water is 20 centimeter, so that is equal to 0.2 meter. Also, the coefficient of discharge now the coefficient of discharge CD is given as 0.62. So coefficient of discharge CD is equal to 0.62. Neglect end contractions. Take velocity of approach into consideration. So we have to consider velocity of approach. So we have to use the formula for velocity as VA. Now, We know the discharge over a rectangular weir or notch without the velocity of approach, right? So without velocity of approach, we know the formula for discharge Q is equal to for a rectangular weir or notch. It is 2 by 3 CD into root of 2G L into H raised to 3 by 2. Okay, so from which we get 2 by 3 into CD is 0.62 into square root of 2 into G is 9.81 multiplied by length is 0.6 multiplied by H is 0.2 the whole raised to 3 by 2. So from which we get the discharge Q is equal to 0.0982 meter cube per second. Now, the velocity of approach. We will find the velocity of approach. We know the formula for velocity of approach is equal to discharge by area of the channel. So, the discharge is 0.0982. Area is 0.75. 0.75. So, we get the velocity of approach as 0.1309 meter per second. Now, from this we can find the additional head HA. So, that is called additional head due to velocity of approach. Okay. So, additional head HA will be equal to VA square by 2G. So, that is equal to 0.1309 square by 2 into 9.81. We get the additional head as 0.000873 meter. Now, so okay, see in the previous, here I forgot to tell you one thing. The discharge, see if VA is the velocity of approach, the formula for discharge Q will be equal to 2 by 3 CD L into root of 2G into, instead of H raised to 3 by 2, we have H1, sorry, we will take it as H. H plus HA the whole raised to 3 by 2 minus HA raised to 3 by 2. This is the formula for discharge when we are considering the velocity of approach. So, we will use this formula. So, discharge by considering the velocity of approach, we know Q is equal to 2 by 3 CD into L into root of 2G into H plus HA the whole raised to 3 by 2 minus HA raised to 3 by 2. So, discharge by considering the velocity of approach is equal to 2 by 3 into CD is given as 0.62. 0.62 into length of the crest is given as 0.6 meter. 0.6 into square root of 2 into 9.81 multiplied by the head H is given as 0.2 meter. 0.2 plus additional head is 0.0008733 the whole raised to 3 by 2 minus HA 0.0008733 the whole raised to 3 by 2. So, we get the discharge by considering the velocity of approach is equal to 0.09881 meter cube per second. So, this is our answer. We will move on to the second problem. So, the second problem is a suppressed rectangular weir is constructed across a channel of 0.77 meter width. So, width of the channel B is given as 0.77 meter with a head of 0.39 meter. So, H is equal to 0.39 meter and the crest 0.6 meter. So, length is equal to 0.2 sorry, it is the crest above the bed of the channel. Okay. So with a head of 0.39 meter, so H is 0.39 and the crest 0.6 meter above the bed of the channel. So height of crest above the bed of channel is equal to 0.6 meter. Therefore, what will be the depth of channel? So the depth of channel will be equal to 0.6 plus h, that is 0.39. So we get 0.99 meter. So depth of the channel, our D is 0.99 meter. That means our area of the channel will be equal to breadth into width. So 0.77 multiplied by 0.99. Okay. Now, estimate the discharge over it. We need to find what is the discharge. Consider velocity of approach and assume CD is equal to 0.623. So we know the formula for discharge. Q is equal to 2 by 3 CD into L into root of 2G into H raised to 3 by 2. Here, see, breadth of the channel is taken as the length of the channel. Length is not given separately. So, it is given as a suppressed rectangular weir is constructed across a channel of 0.77 meter width. So, the channel width is 0.77 meter. So, that will be the length of the weir. Okay, that will be the length of the weir or the notch, whatever may be. So width of the channel bed will be equal to the length of the weir if length is not given separately. So this Q is equal to 2 by 3 into CD is 0.623 multiplied by L is 0.77 into square root of 2 into 9.81 multiplied by H is 0.39 the whole raised to 3 by 2. So what we get is Q is equal to 0.345 meter cube per second. Now we will find what is the velocity of approach. So velocity of approach V is equal to Q by area. So 0.345 divided by area is 0.77 multiplied by 0.99. We get the velocity of approach is equal to 0.4526 meter per second. So from this we can obtain the additional head HA will be equal to VA square by 2G. So that is equal to 0.4526 square divided by 2 into 9.81, that is equal to 0.0104 meter. So now we know the discharge by considering the velocity of approach will be equal to Q is equal to 2 by 3 CD into L into, here length is equal to the breadth, okay, breadth of the channel or width of the channel, into square root of 2G into H raised to 3 by 2. So H raised to 3 by 2 is replaced by H plus HA the whole power 3 by 2 minus HA raised to 3 by 2. So we get 2 by 3 into CD is 0.623 into L is equal to the width of the channel bed. So it is 0.77 into square root of 2 into 9.81 into H. H is 0.39 plus HA is 0.0104 the whole raised to 3 by 2 minus 0.0104 raised to 3 by 2. So we get the discharge by considering the velocity of approach is equal to 0.3573 meter cube per second. Okay, we will move on to the third problem. Last problem of today's class. So third problem is a sharp crested rectangular weir of 1 meter height. Okay, so height of the weir is 1 meter. Extends across a rectangular channel of 3 meter width. So B is equal to 3 meter. Height of weir is equal to 1 meter. If the head of water over the weir is 0.45 meter. So H is equal to, H is head of water over the weir is 0.45 meter. Calculate the discharge. Considering the velocity of approach, assume CD is equal to 0.623. Okay. So listen. See, if this is our rectangular notch. Okay. So height of the weir is 1 meter. And head of the water is 0.45 meter. So total depth of the channel is 1 plus 0.45. You get 1.45 meter. So depth is equal to 1 plus 0.45, that is 1.45 meter. Therefore, area is equal to breadth into depth. So 3 into 1.45 meter square. Right? Now, we know the discharge is equal to 2 by 3 CD into L into, here length is nothing but the breadth of the channel. Okay. This is the length of the crest, length of the weir or length of the notch. So that is nothing but the width of the channel. So here this is B is equal to, L is equal to 3 meter. Breadth of the channel, that will be equal to length of the notch or the weir, and that is equal to 3 meter. So 2 by 3 CD into L into root of 2G into H raised to 3 by 2. So 2 by 3 CD is given as 0.623, L is equal to 3 meter, G is 9.81, H is given as 0.45 meter. So substituting, we get Q is equal to 1.665 meter cube per second. Now the velocity of approach VA is equal to Q by area. So 1.665 divided by area is 3 into 1.45. You get 0.382 meter per second. Now the additional head HA is equal to VA square by 2G. So VA is 0.382 square divided by 2 into 9.81. You get 0.0074 meter. Now you can find the discharge due to the velocity of approach is equal to 2 by 3 CD L into root of 2G into H plus HA the whole raised to 3 by 2 minus HA raised to 3 by 2. So we get Q is equal to 1.703 meter cube per second. So thank you. That is all for today. The next class we will see about Sipalotti weir or notches or Sipalotti notches and discharge over a broad crested weir and narrow crested weir. Also discharge over submerged or drowned weir. So with that, our one more class to complete our fourth module. From that, after that we will move on to our fifth module. Thank you for today. Thank you for listening.